You've announced an agreement with the Chinese Communist Party, whereas China will export the rare earth minerals. Yeah. What does that mean in terms of this upcoming tariff structure?
We have to do something about the deficit because we have a big trade deficit with China. Biden let it get up to $1 trillion. Think of it, $1 trillion deficit with one country. He let them just take them over the coals. We're not going to do that. But we're doing a rare earth deal, but we're also doing, remember, we have all of the airplane parts. They can't fly their airplanes without us. So we had, some cards also. But it should have never gotten that way because we should have been doing they call it magnets. It's a rare earth, but they call it magnets, a specific type. And they're making those magnets for us right now, and things are well. And we have a deal with China. It's a good deal, I think, hopefully for everybody.
That was President Trump with me just 2 weeks ago about trade deals with Beijing. China warning the Trump administration against restoring tariffs on Chinese goods next month. After both sides agreed to an initial framework last month, China is threatening to retaliate against any country which signs a deal with America and cuts China out of supply chains. Joining me now is O'Leary Ventures Chairman Kevin O'Leary. Kevin, good to see you. Your reaction?
Just more negotiations, Maria. I mean, the volatility on the China relationship alone has been extreme. We had the Geneva meetings a few months ago, and now some fine-tuning. Rare earths important, magnets are important. I mean, China's got leverage because it's the second largest economy, but at the end of the day, they need the U.S. And so this is really about fine-tuning this ongoing narrative about deficits and everything else. But the market is taking it into account these days because every day there's a new announcement that doesn't have much effect on the indexes anymore because everybody sees it for what it is, Trump's negotiating tactics. Same for Canada, same for EU. I mean, by the way, talking about rare earth, rare metals, Canada's got those too. And so, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle put together, and everybody understands it's not business as usual when it comes to trade, and there will be deals. In the case of Canada, maybe as soon as the 17th of this month. I watch all these deals in the EU like a hawk because it makes me redirect capital as an investor. I really like what's going on. I like to see stability, and I think we're getting towards there. China, open book right now. Don't know where this ends.
Well, look, the president yesterday said that he was going to wait and extend that pause on the reciprocal tariffs. He also further extended the date to September 17th for TikTok to sell its U.S. operations. He told me recently he had a buyer for the app. Watch this.
Well, I'm trying to extend the pause.
I don't think I'll need to because I could. No big deal. It's like TikTok. I'm extending that, but no big deal. We have a buyer for TikTok, by the way. I think I'll need probably China approval, and I think President Xi will probably do it.
Who's buying?
I'll tell you in about 2 weeks.
A big technology company there.
Very, very wealthy people. It's a group of very wealthy people.
So what do you think, Kevin? I mean, TikTok is preparing to release a new U.S. app for American users before that September deadline. I know you were interested in acquiring TikTok at one point.
I still am. When the president talks about buyers, there's never been a problem in syndicates or buyers. There's a plethora of them, lots of them. I'm one of them. But what we have is a problem with sellers. We don't know if Xi is going to wait to the last minute to hold back here. And as far as an app coming out of a Chinese company right now that's going to satisfy Senator Cotton, Ricketts, and many others, I don't think so, Maria. That's going to be pretty tough. Listen, I don't blame them for trying, but the Supreme Court is a 9-0 on this algorithm. So if they're planning to use the existing algorithm or modify it in any way or try and shield it from sending data back to the CCP, that's not going to cut mustard in Washington. I have spent countless hours with Ashley Davis. She was sitting right beside you over the last year in front of these senators, including Cotton. He's not fooling around. I mean, he's making it clear that any buyer will be subject to the penalties if it's not a totally clean divorce from the Chinese algorithm. So I'm not sure we're there yet. And I don't think President Trump wants the headaches from the lawmakers at Congress or the Supreme Court on the deal. So let's just wait and see how this happens. It's far more complex than anybody thinks. But are there buyers? Yes, ma'am, there are buyers.
Yeah. Ashley, what do you want to say?
Well, he's exactly right. We've spent lots and lots of time on this, Kevin, and we will see. I mean, there are definitely members of the Senate and the House, with Molinar as well, one that you didn't mention, that are very serious about this. So we'll see what happens. But I'm surprised Kevin hasn't talked about the Genius Act coming up next week in the House.
Glad you brought it up, Ashley. This is a big, big deal.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, think about this. It's the first legislation that actually gives the world a U.S. dollar-backed stablecoin.
That's right.
Pretty well every asset class on Earth that's a commodity is priced or gets price transparency through the U.S. dollar. So why not allow this product to go into the market to make sure the Chinese don't do it with something else?
Yeah.
We've got to get ahead of this. This technology is really important. Everybody should understand with AI,
we've spoken with the lawmakers on it. I mean,
China's
French Hill has done a lot of work on the Genius Act. But before you go, Kevin, I got to get your take on what's going on in New York City. Business leaders are sounding the alarm on Democrat socialist Zohran Mamdani's policies and how they would decimate the Big Apple's economy, especially in real estate. Mamdani's housing plan includes a rent freeze on rent-stabilized apartments, the construction of 200,000 new publicly subsidized housing units. He wants to do free grocery stores where they're run by the government. Your reaction?
Bad policy. It'll scare capital. It'll make New York less investable. Certainly, when we talk about housing, I'm a developer. I wouldn't go near there right now with rent control proposals like this. This is just bad policy. It's been tried before. It doesn't work. He's doing a masterful job of getting headlines going into this election. It's the same as AOC, say outrageous things, raise money $5 to $20 at a time, but the money is quietly leaving.
Yeah.
Everybody should understand that.
Money is mobile, and it will leave. Kevin, good to see you. Thank you so much. Kevin O'Leary.